I have the best advice for women in business. Get your fucking ass up and work. It seems like nobody wants to work these days.
Wow, that is some terrific business advice. There's nothing more motivating than a billionaire who's been privileged her whole life telling people that they need to get their ass up and work harder. This is some pretty insightful stuff. I'm glad she's sharing it with us. I mean, come on, this is the most out-of-touch thing I've ever heard. And I'm sure Kim does work kind of hard. If whatever she's doing you consider work, like whatever the hell this shit is, if this is work, I guess she's working hard. But basically nobody has had the opportunities that she's had. Like, she's born into $1 million family, she's on a TV show with her family, she's extremely good looking, she makes a sex tape and gains a ton of popularity from it. Like, if those are the main reasons why you're successful and popular, I'd say you have no right to tell people that they need to work harder. Like, I'm sure a lot of people would work as hard as you if they're in the position you're in. Like, make someone extremely good looking, give them $1 million, give them a massive following. I'm sure they'd work with that. I'm sure they could do something with that. It's not that hard. Like, I don't know exactly what Kim has to do as work. I know she runs like businesses and shit, but she's always flying all over the world, taking pictures in private jets, like chilling on the beach and taking pictures of her ass. Like, if that's what work is, I think some people could do that. I don't even think she realizes the kind of opportunities she's had in life. Like, most people, they could work 1 billion times harder than her their whole life and they'll barely scrape by. So I just want to check out that clip one more time because this is worth watching 2 times, and there's a little more after it, but this is just incredible how out of it these people are. And I just think it's hilarious that she's trying to be like motivating here and saying people don't want to work, you need to like get your ass up and work. Like, you are one of the main reasons why people aren't motivated. Do you think it motivates people when they go on Instagram and just see you laying on a beach making billions of dollars? No, they fucking hate their life seeing that.
I have the best advice for women in business. Get your fucking ass up and work. It seems like nobody wants to work these days.
That's so true.
You have to surround yourself.
God, these people are just the worst. I love how they all just agree with her, and Courtney chimes in like, oh yeah, that is so true. People don't want to work hard. Maybe it's because of people like you. That's why people don't want to work hard. And do they think that this will actually motivate people somehow? Are they that out of touch? It's not like these people came from nothing and made it to become billionaires, like working insanely hard. Like, no, you guys already had like a ton of money, a ton of fame. You're really good looking. Like, you didn't need to do much.
It seems like nobody wants to work these days.
Yeah, because they're too lazy to try. See, if they said something like that, I would have at least had a little respect for them.
So true.
You have to surround yourself with people that want to work. Have a good work environment where everyone loves what they do because you have one life. No toxic work environments, and show up and do the work.
So my guess here as to why Kim thinks that people aren't working hard all of a sudden and nobody wants to work or whatever, I think they are just having trouble finding employees that want to work hard for them because, you know, it turns out they have a toxic work environment. You know, somebody posted a job description for one of the jobs to apply for it, and it's an unpaid internship, and they have all these requirements, like you have to have your own car, you have to be able to work from 9:30 to 6 or something like that, you have to drive around in LA traffic, and you don't even get paid for it. It's like a college credit, so you also have to take a college class. Like, you're basically paying to work for the Kardashians. Like, these people are billionaires. Who the hell would want to do that? I think the Kardashians have enough money to pay these people. And could you imagine being somebody in college, like working your ass off and then working your ass off for the Kardashians for free and then seeing her on a beach making hundreds of millions of dollars? And if you're somebody that doesn't have that much money to begin with and you have to work like during college to actually pay to live in LA, which is insanely expensive, there's no way you'd be able to do this internship. Only people that already have a lot of money could do this. The Kardashians are just so out of touch to be like, all you have to do is get your ass off the couch and work. That's all it takes. Nobody wants to work nowadays. Like, maybe people are working, but there's no way somebody could work for you as an unpaid intern and survive in LA. Like, that's impossible. Like, if you're somebody who's going to college and living in LA and you don't come from that much money, you're going to have to be working like 2 other jobs as you're working as an unpaid intern. You're going to have to work 1 billion times harder than Kim Kardashian has ever worked in her life. And still, that's not necessarily going to guarantee you anything. Like, if you work really hard in life, you probably will become successful. You'll do well for yourself, but you're probably going to be working a lot harder than Kim's ever worked. Like, I'm sure just as her unpaid intern, you're going to be working a lot harder than her. Like, what is she doing? You know, I'm sure she does some like business stuff, but for the most part, she's flying around on jets. She's going to beaches, chilling. She's filming a TV show. You know, her and her sister's arguing in their like $50 million house. Like, most people will do this shit for free, you know? This isn't work to people. And this is exactly why the Kardashians are so out of touch. Like, if the normal person wants to work and be successful, they usually start working in high school, you know, then they go to college, they study, and they work at the same time usually. Then they have a ton of debt. They get out of college, then they have to work to pay off their debt, and usually their first job isn't that good. And then maybe eventually they pay off all their debt. And then you compare that to Kim, who does a TV show and then does a sex tape and becomes extremely famous and can just sell whatever the hell she wants to make money. Like, of course she's gonna be out of touch, and of course she's gonna think that people don't work hard, because she doesn't even know what work is. If she really wants to say that people need to get off their ass and start working harder, then let's see her go move to a small apartment with like one bedroom, you know, take away all her money and have her start from scratch, you know, have her go to school, have her have to work at like McDonald's to pay for it. Then she could start talking about hard work. And if she really thinks that people don't want to work nowadays and people are too lazy or whatever, I think she's part of the problem. Why? Because people see her, who's really hasn't had any struggle in her life, and she's worth billions of dollars. She's doing whatever the hell she wants, and now she's complaining about how people don't want to work hard. Like, do you really think that's going to motivate people? Like, I think that's going to do the exact opposite. People are going to be like, why the hell am I even trying? Like, I've worked my ass off my whole life just to get by, and now these extremely rich people who have had no struggle in their life are telling me that I don't want to work and I'm too lazy or whatever. Like, if Kim wants better employees and people working harder for her, then give them more of a motivation to work. You know, you can't be a billionaire and then hire somebody as an unpaid intern and then complain about how they're not working hard and how they don't want to work. People like Kim Kardashian are definitely part of the problem as to why people don't want to work. So I found this tweet somebody posted, and this could be made up. I don't know, it's just some random person on Twitter, but I wouldn't be surprised if this is accurate. This person said, I was an editor on the Kardashian apps in 2015 in LA. Worked for days, nights, and weekends. Could only afford groceries from the 99-cent store. Called out sick more than once because I couldn't put gas in my car to get to the office, and I was reprimanded for freelancing on the side. Like, if this is true, then the Kardashians, they have no right to be talking about people not wanting to work hard. Like, of course they don't want to work hard. This is what happens when they work hard. Like, they'll work their ass off, they'll barely scrape by, and then they'll see you flying around on a private jet and going to beaches and shit. Like, who the hell would want to work like that? God, these people are just the worst. They are so out of it. Like, all right, you had to put in a little bit of work to become a billionaire and be successful or whatever. 99% of that was already given to you. Nobody has these opportunities in life. If you're somebody that came from nothing and you're a billionaire, then yeah, maybe you have some right to talk. Maybe you tell people that they need to work harder. But if you're somebody like the Kardashians, you have absolutely no right to be telling people to work harder. Alright, so that's about it for this video. Make sure you hit the like button, leave me a comment, let me know what you think about all this, and then hit the subscribe button, and I'll catch you at the next video.